the command check, so we're only getting 73.
Plus 25 for the locking on target.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah, so I need to botch this to fail, basically. So anything below 96. 17.
Oh my god.
How many
that is a critical.
Yep. Oh, that is critical, horrible, way critical. So what did we blow up?
Wait, how does this work? Like, did we crit on one of the weapons or both of them, or how does this?
I think you
crit on both of them.
With that score, you crit on both of them.
Yes.
Yeah. So
wow.
You 17 minus, so that's 5, 6, 7 hits, 8 hits.
Well, it's 3 with the macro cannon and 4 with the lasers.
Yeah.
So 7 hits total.
7 hits total.
But one of the something blew up on them.
Well, the first Thunderstrike macro cannon hit is absorbed, obviously.
Yep, that's a good point actually. Yep. So 2 Thunderstrike hits for laser hits. Let's do the Thunderstrikes first.
Yep.
And then the crits.
One more. Make sure I get the right dice this time.
Well.
Okay, so the Thunderstrike
it's all in one roll. So yeah, we're adding all this together.
Okay,
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's that's the
Thunderstrikes.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
8
Thunderstrikes.
8 plus the Sun Spears,
which is 4d10 plus 8. So it's 16 plus whatever you roll.
I think we're breaking through its armor.
Yeah, I think we are. 21, 37.
Minus 15.
37.
Minus 15 for his armor is 22.
22
wow.
plus the 7.
Well, that puts him down to... well, that means he's taken 29 damage total.
Yep.
29 damage total.
And we've got to apply the crit.
Yep.
Yes.
Because I know...
So, 1d10 for the crit, I believe.
Alright, anyone mind if I roll that, seeing as I was the one who shot him? Or...
Oh, go ahead. Go right ahead.
Oh, drop it in the box.
And...
Thruster's damaged.
Which is what we wanted from the hit and run anyway. Brilliant.
Yep.
So, brilliant. So we can hit the engines again with our hit and run and maybe even drive them down to even more. Reduce the speed by half again.
How much did you roll?
And I rolled... his maneuverability is down by 20.
That's nice.
1 through 7.
Yeah. So he's got, 3 HP left. His engines are crippled, his thrusters are damaged, and we're about to hit him with the murder pots again. Gents, I think we might have killed this guy good and proper.
I think maybe someone should
I'm not
open
sure.
communications.
Can't we jam them?
Actually, well, oh man. Can we even communicate with this guy before we make the next jump in? Like, I'd like to just... So who's boarding who, gentlemen?
Sure.
Yeah, exactly. Prepare to be bored of scurvy, dead dog.
Yes, let's do that. Let's do that.
Okay, yep, you drop your jamming, you open up communication. The bridge around him is burning.
I affect my best pirate accent to try to replicate what he said and say exactly what he said.
We surrender! We surrender!
Ooh,
surrender.
This is the question.
I'm thinking that we should...
the local Arbites for a nice boost.
Yes, that would be a really nice boost.
Somewhere just outside, some just random bit of the ship explodes.
Decoration. That explosion's going to be artistic.
I do like this idea here. We turn this guy in for some extra rep to the closest Arbite patrol or Navy patrol or whatever.
Yeah, boosting
If we turn him in, do we get to keep the ship?
Oh, it's a crap.
Do you want the ship?
It's a terrible ship, man.
So it's still something that we could use just to protect around here.
But that's it. We could actually... There's nothing stopping us from going on board the ship and stripping it bare before we give it over to the Arbites.
Exactly. Yeah. So we could also steal his cargo.
Whatever he's got, yeah.
We would want to double check. Like, we would want, like, terms of surrender, first term. What do you have in your cargo holds?
It is now ours.
Could we take the crew off his ship and brig them on our ship and turn them over to the Arbites, and then could we strip the ostentatious displays of wealth out of their ship?
We could also try to strip some of the components into their bare parts.
That probably would take a fair amount of time, though. We are talking about fairly big pieces of the ship. And that's the only
quite a lot of that is going to be with that much hull damage. Quite a lot of that's going to be damaged as well. So.
Yeah.
Or we could just shoot it again and make another asteroid belt.
We could take his crew off the ship and then nuke it.
I don't know. My vote here goes to let's see what he's got in the hold. Let's just turn him in. This guy's ship's not worth the effort.
Yeah, I suppose it's not really worth the ammunition, is it?
No.
So let's just see what he's got in his hold, and you can try your luck with whatever penal facility the Arbites put you in, sir.
Okay.
If they even put you in one.
Okay.
That's the best you're gonna
If
get.
they don't waste ammunition, yes.
Yeah, okay, whatever. Yeah, we surrender.
Where's your
Cargo
freaking
logs, please.
cyber parrot now?
It's on fire.
Oh, and we weren't prepared. I was going to say that I wanted his parrot.
Well, it's still working. It's still walking around quite happily. It's just that, the kind of the gaudy bit he's put on the outside is kind of burning off.
Pyrotech at its finest. Even fires don't stop it from working.
Yeah, it's actually.
So does it make it a what's it called? The not a servo skull. There's a type of bird
cherubim,
thing.
or whatever it is.
Yeah, cherubim. Yeah, cherubim. But they used to send messages round. It's basically when they servitize children, that's what they make them out of. They basically make little cherub things that fly around, passing messages that are too secure to be transferred.
Well, there's actually a type of. It's essentially the same, but it's as a servo skull, but it has weapons attached to it that are born in, and it looks more like a hawk.
Oh, that's a cyber eagle. That's the stuff like boosters get.
That.
Yeah.
If
This
you
is
had
quite a
one of
cyber-
So if
those-
he has one of those,
my
if he
God,
had one of those, I want it.
If you want his parrot, I'm pretty sure he'll give you his parrot.
Like I said, we would definitely like to know what he's carrying in his little compartmentalized cargo hold.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's showing he's got general cargo. It's mainly quite a lot of food, some rare ale and wines.
Ale, yes,
Ale,
okay.
wines.
Ooh, wines.
Yep,
Yeah.
this is a good start.
Yeah.
Take the
This is a good
grog.
start.
Basically,
Keep going, keep
stuff
going.
you'd expect to be delivered to a pleasure world.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of most of that he's got in his cargo.
Well, I'm sure we
Well,
can put
let's-
it up to a... To
Let's take what we can of that and deliver it to the pleasure world for more money.
Yeah, good point actually for the bonus.
Yep.
A little bit of a bonus. That would be a plus, maybe a +1 to our.
Yeah, I'd say.
Because I mean,
that's possibly
this guy's achievement bonus is plus 25 crimes, so he's obviously been at this a while. So they're probably missing a few shipments that they would be more than happy to get back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point actually. Yeah, and then we could just turn the guy and his crew over to the Arbites for extra rep points.
Mm-hmm.
Things are going well.
I think that's what we're going to go for.
Nice. Yeah, and drag
Any
his
complaints?
ship back to the planet and give him the Arbites. Yeah,
No, I'm good.
sounds like a plan.
That
It
works
does.
out.
Yep.
All right.
So you kind of drag the ship behind you. Once you're
Tow
at the
ropes.
yeah,
Essentially, yeah. tow ropes.
essentially, it's got enough power to limp along on its own now. You haven't completely
After
annihilated.
we did a little bit of repair job on its.
Yeah,
engine.
you get his thrusters to limp mode. They kind of give out just near the planet though, and then you don't think they're ever going to come back online again.
I could
Oh.
probably get him back online.
Oh yeah, if you wanted to work on. So you're in orbit over solar system. Yeah, welcome to my world.
So we're in orbit.
Yep, you're in orbit over the planet, and the cargo ships are also there.
Sweet.
All right, so first order of business is hail the Arbites. Tell them we have the pirate that has been terrorizing the system. And then hail the captains of the trading ships and tell them we're happy to provide whatever security needs they may have until they get set up.
Yeah, they're fairly happy that the pirates have been dealt with. I mean,
The Arbites are the captains.
both. Everyone's happy that the pirates have been dealt with, and you did that without even getting hit. So
As long as nobody knows about the booze we took, we're keeping that to ourselves.
oh yeah,
Yes.
there's a massive amount of booze has gone missing. You guys
No
hit
one
one
should
spirit
on a
ever
jar.
pirate
know.
ship, what do you expect?
Yeah, kind of there's a lot of rum on board. I don't know why. There's just a lot of rum.
But where did the rum go?
Well, I can tell you where some of it went. I am keeping a few bottles from everything they've got there.
I couldn't tell you where the rum went, but I'm seeing a couple of things that shouldn't be there. So, but let's like what are our monetary or reputation rewards for turning this guy in? Is there anything
I think
remarkable?
The Arbites on the planet are going to be, happy with this. I'm going to say it's a boost of 3 profit factor overall.
All right.
Sweet.
Which
Good context with the Arbites here.
which takes you up to 47.
Sweet.
Which I'll put onto that sheet there. So that's 1 for the ship, and the 2 you bartered. Your part of this, the trading.
Yeah.
So they start unloading off the ships. So are you going down to planet to see what they're unloading, or are you just going to stay in orbit?
Why not?
Well, we are asked to protect the cargo down surface as well. More than likely, we do need to keep an eye on it, make sure nothing's gone wrong.
If I remember correctly, our contract stipulates that we need to help them set up the business. So
Yeah. So as you you see these cargo lighters come down and start unloading large numbers of green-skinned people.
What kind of green?
course.
Must I ask what kind?
Just bring your Securians into this.
Yep. Oh, come on.
Oh,
You guys are making the distant world references, so yeah, I'm gonna have to bring the distant worlds into this. Yeah,
Well, now we know what happened after the game crashed.
yeah. The Imperium arrives and they're now slaves.
Well, the
Whoops.
humans never did show up in that game.
No.
No. Fair enough.
Yep. If you talk with one of the captains, you find out they're in a kind of a limbo state because they're not sure if they're Xenos or abhumans. If they're abhumans, they still should be purged, but
well, clearly.
I'm clearing out my ear of potential wax here because I couldn't quite catch whether he was trying to make a distinction between are these things worth money or not? Because I believe they are worth money to us.
oh no,
therefore,
they know they're worth money, but the rest of the Imperium
Eh.
isn't quite decided if they're foul Xenos that should be purged or
Do you
they're
see any
mutated humans that
priests
should
here?
be purged.
Not sure if heresy?
not sure.
Not sure if heresy or heresy.
Well,
Hmm.
Well, until an official declaration of heresy or lack thereof, we're making money. So I'm like,
Deal
well,
with it.
carry on, sirs.
Yep.
Have fun.
They all seem fairly happy to be here. Apparently their world is not a great one, very dry desert, and they've all come up here for work. So they're getting dropped off on this paradise world, and they're fairly happy to do this servant work and run all these resorts.
Fair enough.
So
All right.
There are far worse jobs in the world.
no, far worse, yeah, especially in the Imperium.
No kidding.
Yeah, fair point, actually.
Well, we could just send them to one of the death worlds. See how well they work out there.
Yeah, the nearest death world. Where is the nearest death world to you?
Let's see. Death
Like
world.
a sector away.
Yeah, apparently there aren't actually any death. There's a dead world, but no death worlds marked on here.
Let's see. There's
Oh,
Burn
there is-
Scour,
Yeah, there's Burnscour. Up in the right.
there's- And
Ramian.
below us, there's Ramian. I'm sure we could find something
Oh, yeah,
somewhere.
I'm pretty sure you could
We
find
don't have
somewhere.
any of the. This isn't nearly a close map.
Yeah, this is. Oh, yeah, this is just the known systems.
I'm sure we could find a death world sooner or later.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Exploration's half the name of the game.
Yeah.
Or if I was fast, we could actually dump them in that orc-held cluster not too far from Laffamon's death.
Oh,
Yeah, they'd probably
the
be-
teeth.
I,
Yeah,
Yeah.
under teeth.
I'm
they
very
would've fit
happy.
in. They're green.
I'm
Sorry.
very happy with our combat record in this session, but we're staying away from Underteeth for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
I actually was talking with a friend who plays this. He was introducing this to a bunch of his friends who didn't actually know much about the 40k universe.
Yeah.
He showed them the map, and he's kind of like, so what you want to do, blah blah blah, and says, so what's the 100? One of the players asks, what's the 100 teeth? Says, oh, that's orc controlled space. Very dangerous, lots of orcs there. And they basically related it to Mordor.
Oh.
At which point they decided they
that
had to go
works.
to Mordor. So his carefully planned campaign just dissolved into just like attacking the orcs in the 100 teeth.
Because why the hell not?
Yeah.
Over in the Rifts of Hecatan, what's up with Pulsar 484 Scran? Like, what's that about?
I don't
There
know.
might be an entry on him.
Well, if it's it looks like a civilized world, or well, it's a special, so it may well have an entry actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's have a
Hang on,
quick
I'll tell you what, I'll look it up.
Yeah.
What is it? Rift of? I don't even know what that word is.
So we went through
It's
our
a guy's
first-
name.
Yeah,
So
we went through our first ship battle without getting damaged.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, exactly. We did a hell of a lot better than anything else.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
don't
did.
ask us
We did
to,
excellently.
Yeah, just don't ask us to navigate.
Yes.
yes, just
You're having a few
Yes.
problems with your navigator.
Though
Since
again,
we're here, maybe we should stop over and get some repairs.
Yeah. It's not.
Well, yeah.
It's not going to be a great world for repairs, but you can at least have a go at doing some.
we haven't got
Yeah.
that much repair to do. To be fair, we've only got the small amount we took from
5.
Storm in.
It's
so
only 5 repairs needed. That's like a few weeks. And since we're here for that long, we could try to find something that we need. Maybe we
Yeah,
could even
precisely.
try to find. Well, this wouldn't work since it doesn't have a spaceport or anything like that. We really need to find one of those.
well,
yes,
yeah.
we do actually, but we'll work on that.
I'm about to say,
Unfortunately-
we're getting to the point now where I'd like you to figure out what your next endeavour's going to be.
Well, first
Yep.
of all, we probably want to tie up loose ends on this particular business endeavor by communicating with the merchant that hired us in the first place. Relaying all the.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're very quiet this week. Astropath can easily send him a message.
Yeah.
Yep, that's true.
He's very happy that that's gone very well, and you've dealt with the pirate threat.
All right.
So that's
Yes. Where does that
So what
leave
did they
us,
do with
gentlemen?
that ship?
it's kind of almost a floating wreck in orbit now. So
Well, as long as we hand over the crew to the Albites as we discussed, there's nothing stopping us from just simply leaving it for scrap.
Yeah.
Or using it as scrap, rather, sorry.
I don't think they'd mind that at all. We could actually just either use it as scrap or repair it to a basic modicum of being able to be used and have it just patrol our interests.
Yes. I mean, as much as I'd rather pilot it into a asteroid belt or something, just watch a little sparkling of diamond fragments go everywhere, well, that's probably not the most practical option out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be
So-
fair, it does lack a warp engine, so at best it's a
It's an in-system thing. Yeah.
it's an in-system
precisely.
thing. So we could keep it in Solus and Carmine to watch the ships that come in from our end of the bargain.
Yeah.
Make sure that when they're scheduled for jumping in, this will be somewhere close by to escort them for the last.
Yep. So I think that I'm going to do a little bit of repair work on that thing.
All right.
Yeah, sounds good.
So
At least to put it into conditions where we can take it to some place where, or at least put it on a coordinate for somewhere where it can get itself the final repairs it needs.
yeah.
Well,
So
Pretty-
how many weeks are you spending on that then?
Well, it's a pleasure
How
planet
much
we're
do we
spending
need?
here, so
Okay.
as much as possible.
Well,
Yeah.
they're all working on getting up a nice new thing, a nice new job, or a new trading venture set up.
I can certainly since we've got somebody working on the ship, I'd certainly be somewhere on Solus and Carmine looking for.
Booze.
Well, yes, well, booze in conditions, in a nice place, possibly the kind of place where individuals might search for, business opportunities.
You're
Yeah.
basically
Yes.
in every high class bar you can get your better self into.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So
So, let's see. How about repairs? Let's see. It's in what the pages. Extended repairs 228. would be suitable anchorage, high orbit around a gas giant. Well, we're right next to a planet. That's
yeah,
suitable.
that's good.
So how many weeks should we spend?
Well, we are orbiting above pleasure planets, so as many as possible.
I'm sure. We do have to find new jobs and the like. So,
That too, actually, on a more practical level.
so
I am doing that.
how
on the
about
side.
this? We do it until you find a job for us. That should take a couple of weeks, and if it's not enough, then maybe spend another couple of weeks just finishing the repairs.
That sounds good. Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. So,
Sadly, our seneschal is indisposed. Otherwise, he could certainly help us look.
Yeah.
Warp
well,
shuttle.
I'm sure there's a tech cult around here somewhere that I could probably talk to you about, but I'm gonna be
Hey,
fixing.
Gray?
Yeah.
Do you know anything about Gusia other than what is in the book?
No.
Because it says it's a tomb world, and I'm wondering if that's just a cultural tomb world or if
No. Tomb worlds are where the Necrons live.
Yeah. Because the description talks about impassable walls of black green metal set with intricate silvered magnetic runes.
Crons,
Yeah,
run the
yeah,
fuck away.
Crons. Are they new crons or necrons?
Oh, don't get sly.
Yeah.
I am vetoing attempts at commerce with undead space zombies. Like,
Cyberspace zombies, we are not negotiating with it. Is that simple?
yeah.
Particularly ones that suddenly become.
No, the only negotiations we will do
Smash
is hitting them from orbit.
Yes.
Preferably
Well, then they-
never even getting into orbit in the first place.
No,
Yeah.
hitting them,
Yeah.
hitting the planet from orbit.
That's
Well,
what
then
I'm
they
saying. I'm like,
escalate is the issue, and yeah.
Not if we hit them hard enough.
Not if we hit
No,
as
it's
we're
not
running
possible.
away. Which, frankly, when the Crons are involved, is probably the healthier suggestion anyway.
Yeah.
Just leave them alone.
Yeah, just tell our rival, politely suggest through certain channels to our rivals that there's great profit to be made there, and just sort of let them have fun.
And let them have fun and chuckle on our merry way while they get killed by a bunch of gossip.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Precisely. What is the
And have
problem with
their
that, as far as I'm
skin
concerned?
ripped off and turned into flayed ones.
They're our rivals, so I honestly couldn't give a toss.
So, let's see. Extended repairs. So should I start rolling for the repairs that I'm going to be doing on that ship?
Yep.
All right, that
Yeah.
would be versus 60 for tech use. All right, let's see. How many weeks are we doing this? 3?
Should we do 4 for a nice even month?
All right, 4 weeks. So here's 4 D100s or whatever.
So against 60,
Right.
that's 1 degree of failure, 1 degree of success cancels out. Just a failure.
And 15.
Yeah, she's 4 degrees of success.
So that's 1D. So that's 4 or 2D10.
Yep.
Worth of repairs done. Here we go.
Roll below 5 on this, and that'll be fine. That'll be fine.
9. Okay, I repaired 9 hull. So it's down to 20, or back up to 20 hull integrity.
Yep. Okay.
And while I'm repairing stuff, they're finding job.
Yep. So, what kind of job are you looking for? I mean, you got your ear to the ground. Is there anything specific you're listening for? Are you what are you thinking is the next step? You have a nice little trade route set up, importing subhumans across the galaxy.
Let's see. Well, Our ship is tooled out quite nicely for basic exploration missions. We could pull something like that.
So we could probably talk to the Mechanicus and see if we can get an Explorator mission.
Alternatively, since we've gotten already some brownie points with the
Arbites, yes.
Arbites, we could try cashing that in for a like point us in the direction of a higher up that might be hiring for some work. I'm not saying that we'd want to stick to combat roles, but we seem to be doing fine thus far, and well, contacts with the military factions of 40K could certainly be also very useful.
Very
Or
true.
we could just go straight to the Arbites and ask if they have any bounties.
That is true as well.
Bounty hunting. That wouldn't be too bad, no. Anybody got?
I'm sure on a place like this they'd have a few.
Well, we did just take care of one of the pirates without taking a scratch, so yeah, you could probably roll something for that.
Really?
Yeah,
I know,
that
we're-
was mine.
we're-
That was
Ten.
mine.
When it turns, it's going to turn hard.
Yes.
But
Well, let's enjoy.
yeah,
Let's enjoy it while it lasts. Let's enjoy it.
Yes.
no.
And
I would
hey,
say
if
go
it's
to
in
the
system, we have an extra ship to take care of it.
While it lasts. A distraction.
We really don't.
Okay,
Hey,
talking-
it's only got 20 hull left, but still, I don't care about it.
No.
No, because we can pilot it all noisy and stuff while we silent run behind it a few AUs.
Yeah.
Get them to be very silly about their positioning and then just jump right on them,
Then we can have the murder servitors have their way with them.
Mhm.
There's nothing that I can find wrong with that.
I came in at a very bad time if I hear we could let the murder servitors have our way with them while we're orbiting over Pleasure World.
No.
I mean, shit, dude, there are limits.
To be fair,
Like
it's
that.
not as dirty as you think it is. But to be fair,
No, we were talking about shipborne combat.
Of course you were. Oh, of course you were. And you said you got out of Distant Worlds mode.
Anyway,
I know,
talk to the
yes,
Arbites.
it would be nice to know if there's anybody here who wants to go down a different track. We can certainly do this. Try to pick up a bounty hunting mission.
Yeah.
So we have a couple of options available to us. We could also try to find another trading venture.
That would be. Oh yeah, that is true. Because bounty hunting would be a one-off game, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
very...
That's
Sorry, I
true.
didn't mean to do that. Just like take
So perhaps while I will, while keeping, the Arbites, in the back of our heads that we have some brownie points with them, perhaps setting up another trader up for some more acquisition.
Yes.
Okay.
And once we reach the point where we can comfortably add some more stuff to our ship, thanks to our high acquisition, we can start, hunting heads for the Arbites should we then desire so.
Yeah.
The other
And besides
option
which-
is, do you want to look for a base of operations?
That's a good point.
Hang on. Bring on the map. We're still on
Solus.
Solus.
Yep.
Solus, yeah. I reckon it's probably best we set up shop if we're going to on at least a settled world, just for ease of convenience right now.
It
I mean,
would-
I'd rather not set up shop on a... We could set up shop, say, on a brand new world, but that would require...
Settlers and the like.
Well, yeah, it would require settlers an awful lot of infrastructure, which I'm not sure we have.
As far as bases of operation goes, it will be very convenient to find a developed world that has docking facilities, that has ship repair facilities.
Does Solus and Vermin have them?
No, it's only got basic docking facilities. It's kind of just enough to moor up your ship. But
So
if
what
you
I'm
want-
so what
if
I'm
you
saying is, oh sorry, go ahead, sorry.
want- No, you finish.
I was just saying, so we'd probably want a place that can not only perform basic repairs, but should we then want to allow us to slot in some new components, and that would be a good place to start because any planet that's got those kind of facilities possibly has enough of a developed infrastructure for good jobs as well. So
Exactly, that's very true.
That's
So,
very true.
Be a good close one that we can go to.
Well, I'd say Footfall, actually, in all honesty. It's right by the entrance to the moor, and there's a lot of trade in and out of it, and We know it's fairly developed because we've been there and we've seen what it's made of. It's basically a load of asteroids chained together to make a huge interstellar shipping point.
Or you could listen to some rumours and see if there's any unclaimed worlds that are knocking around.
The trouble with the unclaimed worlds, of course, and while we will want to definitely do that, is I'm not sure if that would be a very efficient base of operation in the sense that, we wouldn't have the facilities there right away. Yeah. I'm saying start with a place like Footfall and go from there and see if there are other places we can then move to.
Yes.
Yeah, if nothing else comes up, we can always go towards one of the feral worlds and uplift them towards our own life.
So you've got to remember
This cannot possibly go wrong.
Yeah, those aren't the only worlds. I mean, there's thousands of other worlds in between those. Those are just ones that have been recorded.
Yeah.
What are the ship-based facilities that Footfall has then?
Yeah, Footfall's got quite a few.
We could look for. This is just me thinking. Let's not just make the trip back for nothing. We could look on Solus and Carmine if there's any opportunities for doing something here that would lead us back to Footfall.
Yes.
So setting up a trade route the other way as well. Like, is there anything from Solus and Carmine that Footfall could do with?
We actually have that contract already. We could even talk to them and see if there's anything else that we could go from Solus to Footfall.
Yeah. Exactly.
And even if not, we're talking about a pleasure world, so heaven knows how many of the rich and famous are going to come here anyway. So it's not beyond the realms of possibility we'll find somebody who wants something done anywhere on here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, how about Ish or Esh hobnob with the royalty and see what we can find?
Well, I have been spending a lot of time in Nobilitas bars.
So I was going to say gentlemen's clubs and bars.
Gentlemen's club, yes.
That is your kind of thing, so you could probably say that in the 4 weeks that I've spent repairing the ship, you can say that
I've been looking for business opportunities,
contacts, factors, that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Exactly. In particular, linked to anything that may or may not take us back to Footfall, like anything that may be established between Solus and Carmine and Footfall.
Right, make me a commerce roll then.
Okay, let me see. What am I rolling against here? Let me just pull up my character.
Fellowship.
Let's see. Yes, I do have it trained. Perfect, of course. Let's see. Would this be, given that these are fairly upscale establishments that I've been spending my time in, would it count?
Yeah, I think your
bonus,
etiquette bonus
my etiquette bonus there.
Yep.
And assuming that these are business opportunities I'm looking for, I would certainly mention that I am a rogue trader of some renown, aka my warrant is of some renown.
You have that one as well. Yep.
All right, so I'm rolling against 67. Yes.
Oh, did we get any experience?
You get 500 at the end of the session.
Okay, well, here I go.
No time to vote.
Ah, damn it.
70.
Yeah, everyone here isn't really that interested in trade.
Of course, they're here to get drunk.
They're here to get drunk. And to sleep with the hot green people.
Right. You'd think they'd want to trade a booze for that to happen, but apparently not.
Well, they're not kind of, these are kind of like the pop stars and the dilettantes. You know, these aren't the actual traders. These are the people who have the money to just waste it by going to. You know, most people who are good at their job don't waste their time on pleasure worlds. They're out there making more money. These are the people who've got the money and don't really care how they spend it.
Fair point.
Fair enough.
Fair point.
So shall we just? We could, of course, like somebody suggested, we could ask the contacts that we have, the merchant that we have,
the traders that are already here, yeah.
If they've got anything they would like us to help them with, in regards to either Footfall or any other location that has decent stellar docking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So talking with them.
I've got a question. Since that thing has the ship that we just took over has the what's it called, a Geller field, but no warp engine, could we just strap it to us and see if we can get it that way?
Strap what to you, the Geller field?
The ship that we took over, the what's it called?
Oh yeah.
The Emperor's Revenge.
Revenge, yeah.
Yeah, since it has a Geller field.
No, I think your engines are built to take a certain amount of mass through.
Ah, okay.
unless you want to start turning yourself into a space Hulk.
I'm not sure anyone willingly does that, but
I mean, I've heard of it being done, but I haven't heard of it being done by purpose.
I'm no, I'm good. Let's just
Let's
not.
keep our ship as a ship, not a space Hulk.
Yes.
All right. Well, it was just a question.
you were saying about the traders, Grey.
Heath points out that Lucian's Breath, which is the mining world just below Winterscale's realm.
Yeah, I see it.
Yep, that is currently in the market trying to upscale itself from just its simple mining routes. It's trying to expand itself into a proper colony at the moment. It's got some decent facilities around in orbit, not shipyard capability, but it's used to dealing with heavy ships and massive amounts of loading and unloading of cargo. So that may be something suitable to your needs.
That
Good. Have
Could
a
actually,
sounds good. It keeps us close to Footfall for now, for our beginning.
that is true.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say go for it. I'd say go to Lucian's Breath, see what we can find there.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah, it does actually. Let's go with that.
So, are you okay if I call that for the session this week?
Yes.
No, it sounds
So
like
we
good stuff.
leave-
Yep.
Yeah, we
unfortunately.
leave the Emperor's Revenge with a skeleton crew to protect our
Yeah.
interests around Solace and Carmine, and we go to Lucian's Breath.
If I draw
Sounds good. And hey, we actually didn't manage to blow up. I call that a success.
That was
Yeah.
brilliant. That was well done for the combat we did.
Yeah.
And how much XP did you say we got, Gray?
500.
Sweet.
So should we actually spend it, or
You can save it if you want, or you can say in the thread if you want to spend it.
I'll
Yeah, I'm
be
gonna-
close to spend. Yeah.
Yeah, probably what I'll
Save
do
it
is-
a moment.
I'll probably spend it, but put up in the thread what I actually spent it on.
Yeah.
all
Probably
right?
this way. So I've doing a little bit of maths. So you've in that adventure you covered 47 days of subjective time and 256 days of real time.
Almost a year.
Yep.
Like I said, it's the London Underground. It arrives at the correct destination, but it's never on time.
I don't know. I've been on the London Underground and not arrived at the correct destination sometimes. I'm not quite
Oh,
sure
there
how
you
that
go.
happened.
Okay.
But you just have to reroll your warp encounter, man.
Yeah. We know that for next time.
Well, no, I'm saying next time you're in the London Underground. Just remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, just get a pair of D100 out and throw them at the driver.
We're
Reroll
rerolling
that.
that.
Alright. So I'm going to stop the recording there. Hope you guys have enjoyed yourself.
Fools!
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Excellent.
I think we got a couple of good sessions out of this.
We'll have to beat the living darts out the pair who didn't show up, but I'm sure we could do that off the tape,
Yeah.
so that there's no proof.
Yeah.
Always the most important part.
Alright. Hope
Alright.
the random
Catch you
people
all later.
watching have enjoyed this. So, yep. See you all next week.